Welcome back to part 3 of episode 26 of 4D, Dep's Daily Dose of Dota. I'm your host, Michael, Deposis Plumley, and today we get to the best part of an anti-mage game, the late game. You finally have some items. You can start using your mana break in an AoE with Battle Fury. You can farm faster, you can get more gold from all that farming. For those of you just joining us, we're in the Summit Qualifiers, watching a game between Alliance and Balkan Bears. The earlier parts that you missed, they were okay. But now this is the entree for the meal. Let's hop back into this meal. Alliance, BBC,
structures are fortified.
And Anti-Mage wondering what to do. Looks like he'll actually continue split pushing here, even though it's tier 3. And one of the racks have fallen.
Dire's bottom tower is
but he
under
did pick
attack.
up an Eagle Song. We see him laying in wait. Totally detecting the smoke game. He said, their whole team's missing on the map, they're probably going to try and come kill me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So he instantly moves back in and gets some more damage. And secures the kill in the tower. 37 gold. 37, that, well, that was going to be enough for a butterfly, but this is ambitious. Let's see how it turns out. Loda blinking in. And, there's a Roshan. You can see it right there. There's an Aegis. Phantom Assassin picks it up. And, this is not looking too great for Alliance. But they're killing the supports of BBC, Loda, getting a double kill. Admiral Bulldog doing a great job purposely sitting on the high ground. He's giving vision. He can do his flame break. And Loda ends that fight a little richer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
With enough to purchase a butterfly now. That will really make him come online in the late game and make fights like that not that big of a deal for someone like a Phantom Assassin to be facing off against. So he's going to continue farming. You see it, the butterfly. He's going to have evasion, so that's going to help him in head-to-head fights, but also just looking at the 30 agility, giving him 60 damage. He was at around 105. Battle Fury just completely cranking that up. And then also looking at the physical damage, now almost the same. 61% physical, 62% magical. And we know about the spell shield. We know how good his magic resistance is, but with just an item like Butterfly, Vlad's, the Yasha contributing as well. Instantly, one of the tankier cores in the game. Sure, Phantom Assassin has 50% evasion, but even she, looking at that, 53% physical resistance, and the magical resistance, nowhere close. That is the quirk of Anti-Mage, one of his benefits. Thinking about going down there. Instead it will be Ape Mother to secure the haste ring. And Loda just chipping away, getting some extra money. Ake, farm up my brother. You're poor as crap. 5,500. Anti-Mage sitting at the top. We see his last inning, with the help of this Battle Fury, has been rewarded. And he was sub 400, maybe 360 in the mid-game before. What is he now? 637. So, about a 50% increase. Pretty good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And although we see a fight, you saw it on the minimap.
Top tower has fallen.
Alliance are much happier to trade here.
Are under attack.
Anti-Mage doing a ton of damage
Radiant's
to melee barracks.
are under attack.
And Ape Mother is able to get out. A lot of force stabs
Dire's
being
bottom
used here.
barracks are under attack.
Anti-Mage has no problem.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He'll be porting back with Admiral Bulldog. And the tier 3 are still alive. The racks haven't been taken yet. They are missing one in mid, so the creeps are going to be more HP there. But that's why you see the Bat Rider doing it. Loda can still get unabated gold through this. He would love to get one more item, maybe an Abyssal Blade. Maybe an MKB to go through Phantom Assassin's evasion. If it were me, I'd be going for that. Gotta win that Arcana. Or what's usually just a rare set. And at the 38-minute mark, Phantom Assassin is farming at the top of the map while there's a freight train coming at the bottom. Emboldened by Weave, Phantom Assassin critting for 1278 damage.
Radiant's bottom tower
And she
is under
will
attack.
begin her assault of the tier 3. Backing up briefly, the mech coming out for the team.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Because Anti-Mage is already
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower is
Raxing.
under attack.
This is what you do. You have your gear
Dire's
now.
top
You're a
tower
carry,
has
you do a
fallen.
lot of damage. 0.43 attack speed.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
And you Manta style
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
out of one person's defense and take racks. You're slowly leveling the game. And then you're able to come into the bottom and help your team out. We're going to re-rack that, just to show it. Oh, you see it there. But just to show it through Anti-Mage's eyes. The transition here
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
from taking racks and then getting the hell home to help out that beautiful free man that you saw on the screen. Ape Mother doing work with the reverse polarity. And
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Phantom Assassin does get a kill there, but eventually falling to Anti-Mage.
Radiant's middle barracks has
Your
fallen.
middle racks are falling.
Dire's top barracks are under
But-
attack.
Phantom Assassin's dead for 78 seconds. Although you'll never earn more gold on these lane creeps in mid. You have 8,000 in the bank right now. So you push out mid lane. You see 4 people dead. You would love to get some buybacks. You would love to eat into this net worth of the Phantom Assassin. Sitting on 5,600.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Frostbitten, who cares? You're an anti-mage. This is the late game. This is what you were made for. We see the yellow TP, by the way. That should be our yellow hero. Viper. Close enough. He's more of a brown. And the fight coming out. Loda we see retreating.
Anytime you're ready.
He's able to quickly pursue the Mana Void, killing Ancient Apparition there. Because what else is an Ancient Apparition good for other than dying? And we see him coming up to clean up against Dazzle now. Hitting every half second. But the 6-second Cyclone will mean Skywrath Mage secures the kill.
Dire's
fight.
middle tower is under attack.
A little too spread out for the recap meter, but you have 2 heroes down, and now you can push. You've been on the back foot for most of the game. One of your racks is gone. The other has been assaulted, and actually the top lane has been assaulted well. But your anti-mage has farmed.
Dire's
And this is the
middle
41-minute
tower
mark.
has
This is the
fallen.
montage reel. This is what we live for.
Dire's
Heart of
bottom barracks
Tarrasque
are
on
under
anti-mage. He's up to
attack.
almost 3,000 HP now. Phantom Assassin. She only has 2,000. Hockey. Viper Strike. That's not going to matter. 5-second blink on anti-mage.
Drinks are on you.
And all your homeboys are sitting in tow, ready to help. So that's what friends do. Using the Yule Scepter to get out of that, and then the Force Staff to get out of the Ice Blast. Great job. That'll be on cooldown for another 30 seconds. A little victory, and Anti-Mage is hitting like a truck. Basically 200 plus 200, 400 every half second. So you're hitting for 800 a second, not to mention you're dealing mana. So Phantom Assassin
Dire's bottom
won't be able to use her
barracks has
abilities.
fallen.
Got you.
But you see they're starting to push out on you? And you even got Abyssal Blade. You're pushed forward, you're trying to stay alive, and you do. Because guess what? 60% magic, 60% physical resistance. And what a fight! PA buys back immediately. Run away! Run away! Treant Protector did not get the reference. And we see Brewmaster even fighting Ape Mother at this point. But Anti-Mage said, hey, I gotta get out of this. It ends up being a buyback for 2 kills.
More fuel for the fire.
Phantom Assassin can be pretty happy. She's here to push out her lane. And you did save the range barracks, though you lost the melee. Anti-Mage, though, quick to apply the pressure to an opposing lane. This subsequent waves of pressure through the lanes eventually made it to where this lane was already pushed out. And we see Brewmaster and what he thought could be an advantageous fight of him. Good job, Admiral Bulldog. I'm sure you meant to leave the Gem of True Sight on the high ground there by dying just below. We have to re-rack that. Twice. Admiral Bulldog sees he's gonna die. He sees his fate.
Wake up, girl. Wake up.
That went well, I
It gets the
think.
Gem of True Sight.
Zap.
On to the high ground. On to safe ground. Anti-Mage says, I'll get it for you. Psych. He's 6-slotted. He doesn't even need a Gem of True Sight.
Illusion.
The lanes are quickly pushing out. Anti-Mage, one of the best heroes at pushing out a lane of racks like this. Assuming you have the items. You have Battle Fury and Power. And we see it now. The Demon's Edge.
This should make my life
He's
easier.
going for that final 6-slotted item. He sold his Vlads. Already has a Heart of Tarask, so he has some kind of HP regen. Why not go for a big damage item? This could be one final fight. We haven't looked at the team net worth, but it's been in a pretty close window as we see for most of this, until this last fight. If Anti-Mage can have one more fight like that, this game would be theirs. We see him even Viper striking illusions to try and stop the damage. Meanwhile, Loda continuing to push out the lane. Even the illusions able to do work. And as the result of these pushed out lanes, you see the lanes are basically right here. They could get a free Roshan. But they sense the rotation and they back up. The weave was coming in to check anyway. And BBC are very apprehensive. They are smoked, but they even back off. Admiral Bulldog picks up 142 gold bounty rune at the 46-minute mark. Anti-Mage just continuing to push out with these illusions. He's doing work. He's doing a great job. And he already has 5,600 gold. That could be an Abyssal Blade if he wants. At this point, he's just saving for buyback, because every second he's here, pushing out these lanes drastically. We saw this lane move very quickly as a result of him farming out the lane. It's creating pressure. And sure, there's a fight at Roshan, but what are they going to do now? Ancient Apparition has to port home. And you hear the BKBs coming out. Things are getting serious. Anti-Mage comes in.
Roshan has
The reverse
fallen to
polarity.
the ground.
Assassin.
Bat Rider gets 2 of the kills there. Ice Blast is a little late. And although that is Aegis, it's still basically a 3 for no. Admiral Bulldog's still fighting him, by the way. I'm not sure what he can do here. Even Yule's sceptering him. He does have 3 stacks, though. And Ake has joined the
Dire's
fray.
middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
But Loda
Dire's
taking
structures
racks.
are fortified.
What a guy. What an anti-mage. Doing a great job. Going up just 200 damage a second. The top lane is
Dire's
down.
top
He gets his
barracks has
MKB
fallen.
right at the perfect time.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And the
Dire's
fight
middle
in middle
barracks has fallen.
quickly turns to anti-mage. Raxing at bottom.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Phantom Assassin dying there. Down at Roshan. As a result
Dire's
of
bottom
what in my
barracks
opinion was a
has
4v5. We saw this top lane pushed out. Looking on the minimap. So anti-mage had to sit here in defense. And what ended up being in bottom, 4v5.
Alliance victory.
What a great job for Loda in that game. But he has games like that all the time. He does anti-mage quite well. For those of you just joining us for this segment in the late game, we saw the early game and mid game have a much more somber demeanor. You were sitting on sometimes nothing but a ring of health because you didn't have the Battle Fury yet. We saw anti-mage very quickly raxing there, taking 2 lanes of rax. Phantom Assassin dying in the fight. That's the late game when the anti-mage has items. In the early game, we saw the sequence of events that helped lead him here. Great support from his supporting heroes, but a lot of last hitting at the end of the day. He is a carry. That's all for this episode. Episode 26 of 4D. Let me know what you thought about it. I have a YouTube page. My username, Def Broadcasting. DEF Broadcasting. Let me know what heroes you'd like to be covered in the future. Or, I always like learning pro builds, pro strats. Who I should take a look at. I'm available on Twitter. My username there as well. Def Broadcasting. DEF Broadcasting. From all of us here at Deficit Broadcasting, helping you raise your score. Until next time.